promise you, this is how spirit talks to me. I'm in a meditative state and I'm listening to my higher thoughts about shadow work, basically, and how God has a funny way of showing you lessons. And I heard the funniest thing ever. Real talk. I was learning about incest, and I started to get all these flashbacks of different people that I know that have been incest. So then in my thought, I heard that doesn't run in my blood, because I'm not trying to be rude for people that have karmic ties in their family in that way. I really do apologize. But my inner thought really said that don't run in your blood. And then it was like dun dun dun. 5D Earth will not have any incest in their DNA. So I was thinking, well then what happens to those types of people on the earth? And Spirit was like, remember how you asked earlier, why do some people have to die? And it's just because it's in their DNA. Alright, okay, cool. And then I get this nasty flashback of someone that I know in my family that had some ties to that, and she died for her sins. And I was like, dang, okay. And she did that so that I wouldn't have to experience any of that, so that my DNA would be good. So then I hear this. My grandma was totally okay with dying because she knew she had another body yada 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 yada. And I hear that go off in my mind and I start cracking up laughing. I'm like, how punny is spirit? Like, how funny is that? So basically there really is ancestors that we know for factualities, like we've seen them with our eyes, and they passed away, they died in like the 3D, but we are going to meet them in their ancestor bodies, their alien bodies, their older bodies before they came here. I'm telling you, they came on a spaceship and they was hovering in the skies. And yo, I have this theory that has to do with Greek mythology and what's happening. And I know this video is totally taking a turn to a whole nother subject, but it all ties into each other. So, when they have the Greek mythology, they have the gods, which are the 12 Olympians, and just how we have the 12 disciples, the 12 zodiac signs, you have the 12 titans, okay? They're in the sky. But they're here. That's where we get our zodiac signs from. Now, back in my day, even though I know I'm not that old, whenever I was in school, they taught us that Pluto was a planet. Now they're saying that Pluto isn't a planet, he just kind of like disappeared. Well, if you Google who Pluto is in Greek mythology, it is the underworld, basically, Hades. In science, how they talk about how planets are stars. And then in the Bible, the book of Revelations, it talks about how wormwood or the star crashes down into the earth, all those different analogies. And we know that asteroids have hit the earth, and Gaia didn't die because the Grand Canyon. This all ties into something. Hold on. So Space Force for the Space Wars is literally people trying to shoot Pluto into a whole bunch of little pieces, so it's not a full impact, but it's a smaller impact. And those are going to be the asteroids that fall all down to Earth. And they know this is happening. Everybody knows it's happening. Including like the ancestors, they come from inner Earth. So if this hit hard for Earth, Gaia, that would end the whole planet. So the game really is to keep Gaia alive. And then all the people that survive after all this goes down, and if you look at it in human form, it would be like if I got shot and then I healed from it. I'm not gonna die. When this foreign object hits all over the world, which are these asteroids, it's going to literally add a new DNA a foreign object to our bodies. So just how the zombies, the sleep people, are getting a new DNA because they're being, I see like a needle being inserted into a cell. That's kind of what my mind's eye shows me. If they're getting a new DNA, that means the chosen ones get a new DNA. And that consists of magical powers. So everybody knows that this is going on right now. And they're trying to hide like the bigger picture, because it is so funny how life is like set up in these little stages. And it really goes off of our bodies and our minds. So we reflect what reality is like a movie. If you choose to get that, what I hear is just like the incest DNA, I guess that is an animal DNA. And we will not be taking animals to 5D Earth because of the way that the world is transforming. We're going to have new fruits, new vegetables, and new animals. And 3D animals that you see now they won't be in New Earth. And if you have that in you, it's the mark of the beast. Oh my gosh, bestiality. Ew, disgusting. And for y'all that eat meat and want to argue with me, oh, but meat this, meat that. Cannibalism. And vegan is not just, it's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. By continuing to digest animal byproduct, you will not move on to the next level. Basically, this really be a game. This really be a mind game. So all the originals will be here, and it'll be so pretty. So butterflies, but no moths. Chipmunks, but no squirrels. Bees, they'll be here. No mosquitoes, no hornets, none of that. Anything that is the upside down world will no longer be here. And then this will create a new atmosphere for other plants that we've never seen before, animals that we've never seen before, flowers that we've never seen before. It'll allow them to grow. This is crazy. But yes, aliens are real, and they are our ancestors, and they live within inside of us. So when you think about traveling over Antarctica, there's more land over there, north, east, south, west, all over on the other side of Antarctica. And we're gonna meet our higher selves, aka our ancestors that literally live inside of us. Like, y'all think that Gaia is this big and she's infinite, just like space. Just wait till you can see past the illusion. And on an Osmosis Jones level, our ancestors are our antibodies. They come out and they fight diseases, or they're like a spiritual antibiotic, like anti. Yo, it is so funny looking at how our body works from the inside out. Like, the further you go inside, the more you learn about yourself. And the more that you learn about yourself, you're like, whoa. We're all one. The whole universe that we reflect outside. Just wait. Also, my insides / my ancestors say that getting shot is pretty traumatizing, and guns are not the answer. You can lie on the surface, but you can't lie to who you are on the inside. You can't lie to yourself. So when our self reflects who we truly are, which is pure love and light, the whole earth and our reality turns into heaven on earth. And that is the true activation of self-love, self-discipline, self-respect, and our heart chakras are being healed and our throat chakras are being healed. So we are now moving up to literally our sixth chakra, the third eye, which I call my first eye, and we will see life for what it truly is and who we truly are on the inside. And to wrap everything up, in the future, like way in the future, when I'm super old and I have my significant other, we will be going off on a spaceship to visit our ancestors in space. That is what the universe has granted us with. And we will leave basically like a king and a queen here to watch over the throne. And just how everything lays dormant and later comes back up, just like Pluto hitting us, which is hell, Hades, in the future, our kids will have to fight this same battle. And we will be the ancestors in the spaceships in the sky that drop down, cleanse their DNA, go back up, and then wait for them to build a spaceship and come visit us in the inside. And the reason they have to fight this war by themselves, like in the physical, is because it is giving the people that decided to get the jab or the chip a chance to cleanse their DNA the next cycle go around. So even though they died, they're gonna come back later on, because that's how this works. It's a game. Our bodies are literally getting the ultimate DNA activation. It's kind of like a software update, and our body will be able to store more memories, and our brain will be able to store more memories. And that's what they didn't want to tell you, is instead of remembering these little bitty pieces of life and then we die and are reincarnated, our lifespans are going to go from 100 years to 1,000 years. And for the third coming of Christ, in the future, there'll be two of us. You guys will be able to meet two of us, the original God and devil as one, yin and yang. And shout out to all the chosen ones out there that had to go through the incest traits. Remember, we were born into families to break generational curses, so I may not have been touched by my mother or father, but I sure had some nasty cousins that tried, okay? And they were denied, because we are the chosen ones. We are here to set the truth, lay down a foundation for new earth. And you know, I've never spoke that to anybody out loud before, so to God and everybody, yes, incest is hereditary, and if somebody touched them, then that's their reason why they tried to touch you, because it was by a family member and they thought that that was a form of love, and they were trying to show you they love you. As a child, you don't perceive the world for what it is, the whole reality. And as you grow older, that's really the veil being lifted, and you start to see from a bird's eye view how your family really is, how you really got here, who's who. You get to see the truth and understand things more that happened in your past. At that young age, we believe that the world really just revolves around us, and we can't even see outside of ourselves, that when people do things to you, it's because something was done to them. These things are programs in the brain that are a learned behavior. And again, now that I'm older, because I don't mind being honest, because the truth will set you free, and our power is in our words. That is what is magical, is speaking the truth. My father's father was disgusting, and my grandmother's father was disgusting. So it is a blessing to not have to carry the sins and the trauma that my forefathers carry. That is a blessing. So again, if y'all had to go through that, I know that it sucks and I know that it hurt, but that's not you. That is a program from a very, very long time ago that our ancestors were taught from the demonic forces on this planet. And we are not of that.